inserted life into the Pistons. Yes. Yeah. Because they had none. And Bruce, with his energy, and sometimes when a guy is hustling and giving his all, it does become inspirational. It does become infectious. And I think that's what got the Pistons going. So much so that they didn't need the rest of the game to overcome a 21-point deficit. They did it inside of a quarter. And it was all because they had life injected in. It was all because Bruce brought spirit out there. Reggie, you can say the same thing for him. They got the guys going, and then they were able to get themselves fully in gear. I certainly would recommend spotting a team like them at 21 very often or down.
All right. What's up, fellas? What's up, Pistons fans? I'm gonna start this out with a brief talk about what happened in the game, and then I'll go ahead and start responding to some of the questions. First and foremost, hell of a game for the Detroit Pistons, 128-123 in overtime against the Nuggets. Against the Nuggets, man. The Pistons always do this. Always, man. It's a team that they shouldn't in no way, shape, or form beat. A team that they should get blown out by. They somehow come out and play well against them, or they beat them. Just what they do. So, listen. That first quarter was horrible. And just like a lot of y'all, I thought it was a wrap. I thought it was an absolute wrap, man. They kind of fought back a little bit in the second quarter, but after that first quarter, man, wow. But then the second half came, and shots go out to one of our young guys, Bruce Brown. First, it was Bruce Brown. Before Sekou, it was Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown came in there and gave a spark, and it just carried on. I put a tweet on Twitter for y'all who are following me on Twitter. I said Sekou needs to be aggressive. And I swear to you, right after that, Sekou went nuts. He went nuts. He just got real aggressive. He started going to the basket, yelling, and everything else. And Bruce Brown was the one encouraging that, man. Bruce Brown was the one out there in guys' ears, man. Oh, they opened everything up for everybody, man. And, it was absolute joy to watch. Mikhailo continues to be a hell of a player, man, for the Pistons right now. Derrick Rose went out with the soreness of the groin. I seen him grabbing at it a little bit. So probably for precautionary reasons, they said, just don't even try to go back out there. You want to be careful with that. Groin injuries are nicky neck, and they're a very annoying injury to have because anything could irritate it. So, yeah. But then, fourth quarter came, and this big gorilla that we haven't been able to see over these last couple of games, man, made a return. Andre Drummond went absolutely apeshit, excuse my language, in the fourth quarter. He went nuts. He was out there making great passes, putting the ball in the basket, doing what he was supposed to do with 4 fouls. And that just carried over, man. Even when he got fouled out late in the game, let's get this out the way. The refs were horrible this game. The Pistons still won. The refs were absolutely horrible this game. They wouldn't give us a call, and they was giving us the softest fouls, man. The softest. But that Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond pick and roll started going. Like I said, Reggie is the only one that can, that's close enough to even understand how to run pick and roll with Andre Drummond. And Tony Snell was a help with that too. Tony Snell was throwing alley oops, man. And, hey, it just spread it. It just spread it, man. But Andre went apes, and then Reggie Jackson finished it off with some big time baskets. Thon Maker came in there and gave some help. I was cussing and fussing when Dwayne Casey put him in over Christian Wood, but it was a good thing that he did, man, because Thon Maker went out there and gave it everything he had, even though he was getting posted up like a little child. He was giving it everything he had, man. Oh my God. That was something else, man. Definitely made my Sunday right there before the Super Bowl. So, to see the Pistons go out and get a big time victory with that, man. knowing what's going on through a lot of these players' minds, if they're gonna be with the team or not. They was able to go out there and just have some fun and play basketball. And Bruce Brown was the lead person for providing that. But it's always fun to see. So yeah, hell of a victory, man, for the Pistons. The bench gave them 60. Our bench put up 60, man. 60. It's part of the reason why I be saying what I be saying. You have the bench. You have a young player. You can't rebuild because all your players is like 10 years old. You already halfway there. You just need to add star power. And in order to do that, you have to get rid of the dead contracts. Andre Drummond is not going to get a max contract. A lot of people think he is. He's not. As far as his future with Detroit, still undecided. First round picks just don't look like that's going to happen, but he's not going to get a max contract. But on the other note, the Pistons need to just add star power, man. Go into the draft the right players, and add some star power. You have the bench here. You have the young guys to develop. Like I said, you don't have to go a full-scale rebuild, probably 75%. You don't have to go full scale because most of the players on your roster are up under 25 years old. So you're just about there. You're more than halfway there. You just have to, when it comes to the big contracts, you have to go ahead and get rid of that, man. You got to get rid of the veterans contracts. But the young guys, we already have the young guys, man. We just need to add to it. We need to add some star power. With our star being on the bench and not able to play, making $30-something million a year. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened with the game, man. Y'all got something to toss at me, go ahead and toss it at me. I'm probably only going to be on here for about 20 minutes, man. Just decided to do a live stream instead of doing an actual video. Oh, man. Christian Wood is not starting next season. I'm sorry to tell you, brother. I'm sorry. He's not starting. Even if Drummond's gone, they're gonna find something. He ain't starting next year.
He's gonna come out of the game at about the 6 or 7 minute mark of the first quarter. If he starts, well, if he hadn't done anything in those first 6 or 7 minutes that he's out there,
played their butts off, man. And like I said, that's what I'm here to talk about. I don't want to hear all of your emotions about all the trades and all that shit. Let's talk about the game, okay? Really, I don't have time for that.
And sometimes you need that. You need to have a seat on the bench and take a look and assess things while you're sitting there.
Bruce Brown almost had a triple-double night, I think of it. I think he ended up with 8 assists, though. He almost had a triple-double, man.
Had a few bad games where he didn't score the ball a lot or score a ton. So he set him down, let him take a look at it.
Same to you, man. Same to you, Bash. Same to you, man. And that is something that you don't hear too often from a lot of people. Wishing good graces on other people, man. Wish the same for you.
A lot of pressure, I would say, if you're thinking, okay, my number's called, I've got to produce here.
Langston he demands so much coverage now. Like Langston can rarely get too open, like he was at the beginning of the season. You just can't get open, man. But I don't think the Pistons are looking to trade Langston Galloway, if that's what you're talking about. I don't think they're looking to do that.
On occasion, Greg, we know you have a plane to catch in a Super Bowl to watch.
Yeah, he just, Tony Snell just he be trying to be careful out there with his shot selection. That's why his percentage always hovered around 40% in his career, because he likes to take good shots. What's going on, Nomas?
He's a fan of Patrick Mahomes, but he was more concerned with what was going on with his own.
I don't know, man. Like I said, teams ain't giving out first round picks. So it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, man.
To the depot, he will take you downstairs to his postgame press conference.
It ain't looking good. Yawana, Kwam Yasharala, bro.
I didn't know if we were going to make
Shalom, Chief.
the first half. We were running out of players, but again, it's a testament of guys being ready.
Do I like Jokic?
today. I said before the game was going to be an energy. That team got in late to Milwaukee.
I mean, yeah, he's finesse. I'm not a big fan of finesse centers. You see, when Andre put his foot down, Jokic was begging for calls. You know what I'm saying? He was out there trying to coach fouls and stuff like that. I don't like that because if you got a aggressive center, man, with some talent, those type of players, they back off. Jokic is good, though. He is really, really, really good. But he's finesse. I don't like finesse centers. I don't know. Maybe call me old school, man. I just like beast. Yes, Sekou is very talented. His key is, having them legs, man, not letting that rookie wall get to him. Good thing Dwayne Casey sat him last game, to get him a breather, man. So, yeah. Like I said, it's a lot. He coming from the Euro League, so it's even more on that young fella. But he had it today.
Again, I credit our young guys. Bruce came in and played well. Christian Langston.
Allen from the Nets. Yeah. Pretty all right.
Derek too. So it's one of those things that I thought we were going to make through the first half.
Andrew Drummond had a big fourth quarter. What did help lead you to the energy that you brought?
Well, again, he had been
Yeah. His skill set, he got a skill set, man. That's you can tell. You can just tell this guy is going to be something really good for the Detroit Pistons. What up, though, Dwayne?
Forcing his catches out, and again, you have to use energy to defend him. But Andre in the fourth quarter, I thought he brought the proper amount of energy you got to have to play with.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen for a while. You know why it's not going to happen? Like I said, the focus is on, with Drummond's situation. Blake Griffin ain't going nowhere. That contract he got is toxic, dude. It is toxic. Oh, it's toxic, man. I'm so ready for the trade deadline to pass so I can be able to just talk about basketball again. Good Lord. I hate this time of the year. This is my birthday week. I hate this time of the year. I really do, man. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get to the NFL draft, and I can't wait till this season is, in the second half already.
I think Bruce, when he thinks about shooting, he doesn't make shots. If you just play the game the right way, make the right reads, know where you're the best shooter, not the arc.
Not yet, man, but thanks, bro. My birthday is on the 7th.
I thought once he focused on that and not worried about a lot of that, I think he had to switch over to the point after Derek went down. But initially, he was in the game.
Yeah, he'll probably move the small forward.
Did a good job.
Yeah, he'll move the small forward. It depends on who the Pistons have at center.
No, I tell you what, he's sneaky.
Because if Blake come back, he might play center.
Pick and roll. I mean, that's something I think we found out as just you went on. But when that last lob went up.
Oh, that's what's up, bro. You're a blessed man. 7 is a lucky number, man. I'm big on my numbers. 7 and 12 is special numbers for me.
He did a good. Tony, I thought he did a good job today too.
Back to Sekou, you had him out there late, and I think you had a possession that wasn't successful. Were you thinking about letting him close the game and then say, you know what, we got a chance to win this?
No, I think they went small also. They went small, and that's one reason why I put Tony back in. But no, I wouldn't have any problem keeping him in. But at that time, when they were small like that.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. My brother's the 11. Mine's the 7. My brother's the 11.
Back cut a couple of times, but other than that, I thought he did a solid job defensively.
Birthday on the 12th.
No, I haven't talked to the medical people. It happened. The first half.
The last week we talked about needing to build a foundation, and then is there the performance of Speedy and Sekou today back?
I kept telling people that Sekou might still grow. Just being how young he is, you don't stop growing at that young. Remember what happened with Giannis? Giannis wasn't always 7 feet. He kept growing like a tree.
And what decisions they're making, and there's going to be days like today when I thought for the majority of that first quarter, we made
really big time win today, man. Really good game. Not just a big time win, a good game, man.
Days today either. So, and he had one.
Had me on the edge of my seat.
So, up and down.
Appreciate you, man.
Coach, how do you think
Appreciate you,
guys did
Hughes.
Denver's perimeter players?
We did a decent job. We didn't do a good job of defending Jokic, which, 29 other teams can say the same thing. 28.
I would say a little bit more than 8 years. What?
So,
Sekou is 19.
I thought our perimeter guys.
Your
did
prime
a
is
nice
around
job.
what?
Martin, Morris,
Between 27 and 29.
Craig, who have been really driving people, attacking the paint.
And that's what kills me, dude.
But I thought
Like I said, somebody gonna,
protecting the paint.
man, if they got a good point guard, like I said, Dre is not even in his prime yet.
But it seemed like it.
So if you got a good point guard on your team, man, and you get him,
Doesn't matter.
you're gonna do some good work with him.
Basketball game, and I think Andre Drummond was a
Because
big
once they
reason
started
why.
playing basketball the right way in the second half, he started to get off a little bit. So,
12 points.
well, not a little bit. He started to go off.
Get themselves into overtime in the first place. Look at the numbers at the end of the day: 21 and 17, another double for Dre, despite fouling out in overtime.
You know what?
Always, bro. Always, Vash. Always. We'll lose to the Cavaliers, then beat the Nuggets. That's just the Pistons, bro. That's the Pistons. You know why we missing so much of our star power? You missing Blake. You missing Luke. We're missing those pieces. You know what I'm saying? For those games that you should win against them obsolete teams, that's where your stars come in and say, hey, we're not finna do this. And the Pistons, they don't have that. Ours is sitting on a bench, bro. Ours sitting on a bench, bro. It ain't no way, and nobody can tell me that the Pistons wouldn't be within the top six. Top six, either fifth or sixth right now in the East, if we didn't have these injuries. Could probably even be better than that, man. Because like I said, your bench, you went and did what you needed to do to get your bench together. The bench is solid. You went and got shooting, solid. But then your big players go down. Reggie Jackson missed the whole goddamn season damn near so far. Blake Griffin goes down. And then you pitter-patter in between Luke Kennard and Tony Snell and Markieff Morris. And like the injuries just killed us. We wouldn't be having these conversations, bro. I'm telling you, man. Because the East is trash. Y'all see what's happening with the Sixers right now, don't y'all? Remember at the beginning of the season, I told y'all that the Sixers are not going to be the same team. They gave away too much, and right now their bench is getting them killed. When Joel Embiid start missing games, and when you have an incomplete starting five, your bench is trash. You gave up too much. You let too much go away. So now they got to go out there and try to be desperate and try to do something, but they don't have no assets to really do it. So, it is what it is. Yeah, they breaking up. They breaking up because they losing. When you losing, everything breaks up. They gave up too much. Exactly. They listen to radio stations and they watch ESPN. And they think they know what they're talking about. You really don't. What other teams do I like in the NBA? Portland, the Clippers, because my favorite player plays for the Clippers, and Kawhi. And I'd probably say, I still like the Raptors. I always felt like the Raptors was the cousin team across the street. You know what I'm saying? John Morant, dog. But yeah, like I said, Portland, always love Portland because they never get enough love because it's Portland. Ain't nobody paying attention to what Damian Lillard is doing right now. He is playing some of the best basketball he's played in his career right now. And nobody knows about it. You don't hear about it on TV or nothing like that. You don't see that stuff all over Twitter. But if you go look at his numbers right now, your eyes will pop out of your head. That's how good he's playing right now. I always like the underdog teams. Always. Yo, what's going on, Alan? Good win, huh? Yeah, man. Come on, dude. If you look at the storyline, y'all already know how it works. You're dealing with the elite anyway. Y'all already know what is about to happen. You know they're gonna win the championship. It's just good. It's going to happen. Yeah. The Pistons, man, can shoot the basketball. They can. They really can. If you leave them open, they're gonna kill you. Good way to start it. Good way to start it, man. Good way to start it. Oh yeah, man. Most definitely. He can't do nothing but add to it. The Whiteside is playing solid right now. You keep him engaged, then you straight. You good. Absolutely, they gonna win, man. What? Yes, it is. It really is. It is, man. You're right, Captain. From a basketball standpoint, I would say I believe the Clippers will win. But by the NBA and the world we live in, the country we live in, that's not going to happen. Okay? The controllers of the joystick is not going to let that happen. I'm telling you that. I'm going to just call them that. The controllers of the joystick. The string pullers. That's not going to happen. If the Clippers won, they're going to kill LeBron and crucify him. And LeBron been doing a lot of talking over the last couple of years. So if that happens, I don't know. They will crucify him. All you will hear is you couldn't do it for Kobe. That's all you will hear. You couldn't do it for Kobe. Kobe is the greatest Laker of all time and everything else. And so, like I said, it can go two ways. It can go two ways with the Lakers. But the NBA is a storyline-driven league because they drive those storylines to make sales, marketing, business, always business. Y'all, listen, what y'all gotta understand, in this Roman type of setting we in right now. Remember in the Coliseum where the Caesar would do certain things to make sure that his champion won, It ain't no different. That people just ain't getting killed no more. They playing sports. It ain't no different. They ain't gonna let that happen, bro.
We just want to play fast. We got extra opportunities. And the only thing is quickly because they're still up 14.
Yes, always have been. Everything driven, period, in this world is about money. And the reason why I said the Clippers and I picked them is because of their defense. The defensive caliber players that they have in Beverly, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. You got defense coming off the bench as well, so it's just like, man. Like I said, you got Harold, it's like, bro, it makes no sense to me in any way, shape, or form that you would say that the Lakers should win when it comes to that, because that defense that they have plus the scoring, I don't know, man. What's going on, D?
Bruce's energy when that second group came in to kind of get things turned around.
Defense wins championships. Lakers got a little defense, bro. I mean, they have some pedestrian defense. You got a couple players that play defense. Of course, you got KCP.
Every one of those from him after losing Derrick Rose in the first quarter with that groin strain. But
yes, they are soft. They are. And like I said, LeBron is not going to lock you up. He's not that type of guy. He'll chase down a shot or block a shot. He's not going to lock you up. That's just not something he does.
Extremely comfortable. We talked about it when Derrick Rose went out. It wasn't like, okay.
Yeah, he got a sore groin.
Extremely comfortable playing the role of the point guard, off guard, primary ball handler. Not an issue for him whatsoever.
Right, that's when you beat the Lakers. Is when you confront them. You see the Pistons almost beat them. If you punch them in the mouth, they don't like that too much.
Involved in the comeback per se, but when it got close, that was Reggie time. At one point, this
told I.
Number one scorer in the fourth quarter, and he
Told
harkened
I.
back to that in this fourth quarter and into the overtime part of it, and put some points on the board, made the right plays. A good heady point guard.
He said LeBron's a
Yeah,
bum.
6 assists from Reggie Jackson today as well. All-around solid game for Reggie, and the Pistons come from behind overtime victory.
Old wing defenders.
Bring you more from the Pistons locker room to catch up with Christian Wood.
Man, Bruce Brown a dog, man. I just hate the fact that he can't shoot. Oh, if he can shoot. It's always like that. It's like Tony Allen. It's always those players, man, that just on defense they give it to you, man, but on offense they just can't throw a rock in the ocean. He can't shoot. He getting a little bit better being aggressive, going to the rim, shooting his little hook shots. That is a plus. But man, if he had a jumper, man, Dame Lillard out cold-blooded, ice water. You understand? The way he did that was not even cool. I feel bad for Paul George. Yeah, that's bullshit. He ain't make the All-Star team. That is bullshit, man. That's absolute bull. That is bull. And for your football fans in there, the fact that Kyler Murray won Offensive Rookie of the Year is over Minshew. That is bull. When you go look at Minshew numbers, man, and look at Kyler Murray for you football heads in here, that's garbage too. But like I said, sales driven is what these sports are. Kyler Murray was the biggest thing coming out of college, and of course they're going to go with that. So Dame is definitely locked in. I've never seen him this locked in. He is locked in. Cassius, Mr. Winston. I'd take any guard like that, man. Hey, man, you say you love Arizona. Is Patrick Peterson contract up? I can't remember.
We beat the number. You know, we play this before every game, and we break up the 3 teams. And I think for this, we think we'll score above his average, or the opponent that'll score below his average, and then the player with the largest scoring differential at the end of the
Absolutely, man. Dame always had that Kobe-ish, Kobe-esque type of play to him, man. Like, he just cold-blooded, dude. Like, he will kill you and don't think nothing of it. Nothing of it. This man has done it in the playoffs. And at times where his team should have been nowhere near doing anything. That man is a killer. He got more killer instinct than the so-called king. Let's just be real. He got more killer instinct than the so-called king. He will kill you. Dame Lillard is a murderer in the NBA, man.
Haven't even reached the All-Star break. It is still
What's going on, Chief?
A lot of basketball and Brand beat the number yet to be played. That's good news for Christian Wood.
Giannis just ain't gonna get there until he develop a consistent jump shot. I'm not gonna keep saying it. Every year in the playoffs, the same thing gonna happen. I don't care how good your defense is. I don't care who we got over there. If they're able to stop him like they're able to do every year, the same thing is going to happen. You know why? Because there's no number 2 over there. There's no number 2 star over there. You have good players, really, really good players like Chris Middleton and them, but you don't have the second star. So by him being the only star and him being the one that you got to stop, it makes them defendable. And that's why they cannot make it to the next level. And the thing with the 76ers is just, oh man, it's pretty much all the same. You stop, if you work on Joel Embiid, you ain't got to worry about Ben Simmons if you keep him away from the rim. Simple as that, man. You know, his cute little triple doubles, all them stats, that don't mean shit. And that's what people don't understand. Stats don't always tell the whole story. Triple double my ass. You ain't winning games with that dude.
Well, first of all, by his own admission, he was a tough cover, and that's why you didn't see Christian Wood come
in the regular season. Single-handedly beat them in the regular season. I tell y'all every year about these regular season Warriors. Every year. The playoffs is a whole different ball game. Coaches get smart. Teams get smarter. A lot of the bullshit don't fly in the playoffs. The Raptors was known for, oh God, being the regular season kings. And then get to the playoffs, man, and just... So is Milwaukee. So is the Sixers. Hey, how's it going, Pedro? What's going on?
The next closest guy in that list, DeMarcus Cousins, with just 5. Yeah, Jokic, a talented player. We know that, an all-star in this game.
Nah, man. You seen what they did against the Pistons. They don't play every game like the playoffs, man. Not the Lakers. It was a point where LeBron was mad at the team because he felt like they wasn't giving all their effort. Come on. Now, to a guy that hears that on TV, you can say that too. But a guy like me that actually watched basketball, you can't say that to. I don't watch this team play. They far from give it all they got every game. Yeah, they say a lot of garbage. That's why I don't even like watching sports shows no more, man. It's just a circus. OLMB. Oh, man. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Not a bad player at all. Mr. Howard is. You like Juwan Howard? Yeah, I do. He need a chance to at least get his own team. I mean, shit. Like Mike Valenti was killing him on the radio. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, really? You really doing that? This is not this man's team. His recruits will come, and you'll understand, okay? I already told people, man, that Simpson sucked, dude. He sucked. He always have. That's Beeline. Beeline always have somebody, oh, God, that I just can't stand. You go get one of these big, soft centers, man, and then you got Simpson with his bum, and you got these iffy wing guys that play with sometimes. Like, dude, it's the reason why I'll be so frustrated with Michigan, bro. That's why I don't, like covering them. When Juwan get his squad together and get his recruits, then holler at me. I can't stand hardball, man. I couldn't stand him before he even got here. Talking about overrated. Who I got in the Super Bowl? Kansas City. And I only got them because I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't think the 49ers can keep up with them. Unless that defense show up and show out today, I don't think the 49ers can keep up with them. The pieces, they just the speed, man. Good Lord. Speed kills. Good Lord.
We placed it prior to today's game. In honor of Super Bowl Sunday, we We did some wagering on this Pistons Nuggets.
Right.
All in good
Too
fun.
busy ironing khakis, man.
Prop bets like,
Instead of actually going out and get a quarterback that's worth something.
so forth and et cetera. So let's take a look at how we get here. We all thought Andre and the Pistons would win the jump ball double.
Oh, is it? They gave up too much. That's why Philly is inconsistent, man. They gave up too much, and they started not to believe. They haven't trusted the process since last season, when Embiid was crying. They haven't trusted the process, so they're not trusting it right now. That process that a lot of Pistons fans want to go into, that 20 years of darkness, they're not trusting it. You win championships through free agency, man. I don't give a damn who say you win it through the draft. You win it through free agency. Unless you get lucky and you get a once-in-a-lifetime player. Ain't nobody drafting LeBrons every day. Kevin Durant's. You ain't getting them every day, so if you can acquire and put a team together like the Pistons have done how many times? When we won consistently, how many Eastern Conference championships that we've been in besides the championships? That team was put together. It's a combination. It's a little sprinkle of this and a little sprinkle of that. If your team ain't good at acquiring free agents, man, and putting the right pieces together, it's curtains. I don't care who you go get. It's just like Avery. Remember when Dantley didn't fit with the Pistons? Yeah, he was a hell of a scorer. Get all the stat sheets, just beautiful on the stat sheets, but he didn't fit. If you don't fit, you're not winning. I'm sorry. Your puzzle pieces need to fit together. Pistons have been the Lions of the NBA, failing to fix and address the issues, which has been point guard for how many years. They just won't fix it. I just don't understand it. You're not going to get a good center in Andre Drummond. You're not going to get good positioning for your wing players if you don't have a point guard who can run the floor and run the offense properly. We had one thing close to that, and then he got injured. So, it is what it is. It's just how it go. You have to have completion. Yeah, exactly, D. Exactly. That's what I just got done explaining to them before you came in here. He has been doing a good job. Sekou fell to the Pistons, so I'm not buying that. The DeVitas picks to me was absolutely stupid. But as far as getting some guys in here shooting the basketball with what he had, the minimum that he had, yeah, he's done. He does pretty good. Jennings wasn't kind of trash at all. Period. He was nowhere near trash. Before this man got hurt, he had 20 assist games. He was nowhere near trash. He was putting up 30-something points. No, he was not trash. He didn't have enough time, especially when Mo Cheeks was here. He didn't have enough time to become something. And the Pistons do the same thing that the Lions do. They don't give enough time to become something with a consistent roster. That's because they won't take the time to put one together. Now you have a bunch of young players. So you got a chance to do that, and I hope they don't screw it up. Oh, God, Josh Smith is horrible. Please don't bring that guy up. Oh, still paying that fool, man. Because the Pistons hit the panic button, like always. Stan Van Gundy is an idiot. I don't know what he's talking about. He trash. I don't know what he was talking about.
Did you guys, when you're down playing that much, was there any talk? Was it in mind?
They ain't about to trade Luke, man. They listening to team. Every team in the NBA does that. I tell you all the time, when the reports come out and it says a team is listed, they do that. That's just due diligence. Those reporters that go on Twitter put that out there because they're nobodies. So they look to put that out there to have a story. That's why they put that crap out there. Every team talks to every team. Talks always happen. It's not, they don't mean anything is definite. You see the situation with Drummond. All three of them teams that was talking to the Pistons, all three of them withdrew. They just shaking the leaves, man, to see what teams want for people. That's just what teams do. So until the trade deadline, like I said, the Pistons they won't do anything until the day of the deadline, if they're going to do anything. When they came out, now listen, for instance, remember that stupid reporter came out and said that the Pistons was going to trade Drummond before the week of the deadline? Well, did that happen? No, it did not. Yeah, exactly. They have to make themselves relevant. They don't have anything to report on during this time because it's not a lot of transactions going on. So they got to put something out there. In a way, because of the fact that the organization have failed to put proper pieces around them. So, in a way, it is. That's the only way I can compare them to, because the Lions haven't had a running game or put a competent offensive line in front of Matthew Stafford since he's been here. He has not had a 1,000-yard rusher. So, when all the other quarterbacks in the league seem to have that, not the Lions. So that's the only way I can say. I think if you make it past the deadline, he just might opt in. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because his reactions right now say that he's kind of upset to the fact that they are thinking about trading him. When you listen to what these people get when they interview him. What's up, Hitman? Where you been at, boy? Yes, he did. When he allowed Stan Van Gundy to do that Blake Griffin trade, not knowing anything about basketball, he messed up. Any logical person would have been like, hell nah. It's a reason why the Clippers trying to get rid of him. But he allowed Stan Van Gundy to do it, and he did it out of desperation. Hitting us hard, man, and it's destroying everything. It's destroying everything, man, because you can't go out and get what you need because of his bum contract. That contract is killing us, man. You can't go get what you need. Yeah, true, but like I said, I gave an example to my coworkers the other night. Every big man of his stature has to have that other guy. Jokic, Murray. Hell, Shaq, Kobe. Shaq, Dwayne Wade. You have to have the other piece to go with that big component. You have to. Andre doesn't have that. He has not had that. You have to have that. People, this myth of big man being this focal point is bullshit. No big man ever won a championship on his own, ever. Unless it was Bill Russell back in the Stone Age. Simple as that, man. You have to have the other guy, the Dreamin' Kenny. Yes, if you don't have the other component, you're incomplete. You're incomplete, and that is my argument about Drummond. It's not the fact that, I'm obsessed with Drummond. Do me a solid and put the right guy with him. And then I'll tell you, okay, now this man ain't it. That's what I'm saying. Now he's going to go somewhere else where the other guy is, and then people gonna be, biting their thumbs like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So simple as that. Simple. This dude came in today in the fourth quarter and gave you everything and still ended up with 20 plus points when he did barely even play the game. Imagine if he had a point guard who knew how to hit him on the pick and roll, or to hit him where he needs to be hit him. Hey, say, Drummond, hey, get down on the box. Hey, go here, do this, do that. What if he had a floor general? No, he's not have that at all. Listen, Golden State, the Lakers. Imagine him next to Anthony Davis or LeBron and them. Competent basketball teams. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I need to check in on that though. But like I said, it's incompletion when it comes to Detroit teams. We'll get a guy and we won't complete the ordeal. That's what's been going on of late with our franchises. And then at the same time, it comes with the paying. We don't pay them. We don't want to pay players, but then we pay the wrong players. We take a badass contract full of money for Blake Griffin. We paid Miguel Cabrera fat ass when he was having injury issues and just gaining weight. So, it's just Detroit franchises. That's just what we do, man. Nope, we ain't paying Sue. Let him go. Then now you go, should we bring him back? The fuck? Ben Wallace, no, don't pay him. It's let's just be honest. The injury bug is the biggest problem. Period. I don't know who they was booing at the end of the game, man. Somebody did something on the Nuggets. They was pissed. Probably was it might have been what's the name, man, from Michigan State, because you heard them. They started singing the Michigan song, man. It might have been him. You stupid, John. Hey, yeah. No, absolutely not. Andre Drummond, Derrick Rose is horrible for Andre Drummond. He doesn't understand. Derrick Rose said himself in the interview that he never had that type of situation. Look, talk to my man, Cooper Kidd, man. Cooper Kidd on Twitter. He's a sports writer. And he had that story when Derrick Rose first got here. Derrick Rose does not know how to hit Drummond on pick and rolls. He's more of a scorer. He's so good at scoring that it just doesn't fit well. You see the miscommunication all the time when they try to run pick and roll. Rose doesn't know how to he's never had that. So he doesn't know how to do that. Rose knows how to drive and score, or pull up and shoot. He doesn't know how to get his big man off. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Not put a knock on Rose. He's just not that type of guy, man. Like I said, if you watch the game, watch the next game. If Drummond's still around, watch it when him and D Rose is on the court. If Rose play, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Probably because Bone is used to playing with a big man. You remember how Will Bynum was with Drummond? you're used to playing with that, man, you know how to set that up, fine.
Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. is nice.
We live with AT&T and we are well past the honeymoon phase. AT&T, what's this I hear about you advertising 100% fiber network?
Only like a fraction of my customers can get that.
That's it.
You have such a
Gave who a raise? What y'all talking about? One Pride. I'm trying to read so many comments. I'm skimming through.
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity delivers.
Yeah, Bone do need to be playing. He do.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get.
Will Bynum had Drummond on a string, a absolute string, dude. But at the same time, he knew how to get off too. So you need that in a point guard, man. And the Pistons just don't have it. They don't. You got a big man that's willing to pass the ball too. Y'all see him passing the ball to the when the wing guys cut or when they're in the corner, just like today. He was giving some hellified passes in the fourth quarter. He'll do that too. You just need that other personality on the Pistons, and you just don't have it. The other star piece that you went to go get for the Pistons was somebody who plays damn near the same position as Drummond. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Pistons go back-to-back tomorrow night in Memphis. Pistons live gets us going at 7:30. They will tip it up at 8 o'clock. Memphis won the first meeting here in Detroit.
Right now, yeah. At least he played.
Able to end here today with the victory of the Denver Nuggets in Memphis, though. A talented young team.
Why you say that? I don't think so. I think he got a sore groin, but it ain't cooked. He all right. They just need to stop playing him so damn much, though. This is the reason why, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to go over that minute limit with Derrick Rose. You got to stay strict to that minute limit.
They're the reason that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be a team to be reckoned with in the future. However, Dylan Brooks is the guy. He's the barometer on this team. There was an interesting stat before they came here, when they came here to play. The team was 13.
Oh, man.
He scores 20 points or more.
Yeah, I played a lot of basketball when I was younger, man. A lot.
He's the guy that if he gets going, it's a good
A
indication
whole
that
lot.
they're going to win the ball game.
And I've been on the same court with some good people.
Super Bowl, of course, coming up. We had the pregame
Yeah.
munchies here.
And there's the reason why when I watch the Pistons, I think the way that I do is because I have nowhere near been a professional, but the stuff that you see that they need is basics. It's like high school. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you need this component to go with this component. You know what I'm saying? It's preschool shit that they need to fix, and they just can't get it. I don't know, man. They just can't figure it out.
And plus, I get to do a karaoke at halftime.
Not only them, a lot of the fan base can't either. So
Jimmy Garoppolo, I think their defensive line can present some problems to the Chiefs, and their ability to run the ball.
yeah, you got a man he be shooting rainbows, bro. That must be scraping the ceiling. Would you trade Drake for? Yeah, but there ain't no way in hell that's happening, man. That man is their whole franchise right now. They're not trading him. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this question: would you trade with the emergence of Svi Mikhailou? Would you trade Luke Kennard to the Knicks for Dennis Smith? Now I seen that on Twitter earlier. No, not Svi. I said Luke Kennard. Now listen, I seen that. I woke up this morning and seen that. I'm like, what? I'm like, dog, like, come on, man. Somebody had the trade machine with Luke Kennard and Dennis Smith, bro. No. It's the same thing with Matthew Stafford and Tua situation. I just explained in my Alliance video. I'm not trading you Luke Kennard for no damn Dennis Smith Jr. I'm not trading you somebody that's okay. We a little nervous about his injury issues right now, but Dennis Smith ain't no goddamn better. No, hell no. Good Lord, no. This dude ain't even been playing. Like what the what? I'm telling y'all, man. Some of the stuff I run across, it's funny. It is funny, but it's sad at the same time. It's like, what in the hell? What are you at home doing? Get off the computer. Stop going to the trade machine. Just playing with the stop. Go sit down somewhere. It's like I tell my kids, go sit down. But I've been on here for an hour, man. I gotta get to my wife, man. I know most of y'all know now since I put it on social media, but wifey's pregnant. Yes. Another baby is on the way. So, yeah. She's pregnant. Peace, bro. So I gotta go tend to wifey, man. I've been on here an hour when I said I was supposed to be on here for 20 minutes. Messing around with y'all, man. What a game, Dante. I know you enjoyed that. I seen that you was there. I seen your little video clip. I know she enjoyed that, brother. She doing all right, man. Just a little sickness here and there, man. You know, I'm about to get ready to go check on her now, man. So I appreciate all y'all, man, with the congratulations and everything. But yeah, so it's gonna be another journey for me. She wanted another girl, so you know, you ask and thou shalt receive. So I say, y'all just be safe out there, man. Let's watch the Super Bowl. Hopefully I can do a little something about the Super Bowl after the game. I do gotta work tonight, but that's later. So we'll see what happens, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Peace and love to everybody. Shalom, shalom. I'll holler at y'all.